like I guess LeBron has been doing with basketball, or, you know, a stand-up comedian like myself has been doing stand-up for 30 years. You do it for 30 years. I've been doing the same goddamn thing for a long time. What I find makes me better at stand-up is not just doing a lot of stand-up, but also doing a lot of other things, and particularly doing things that I'm not good at. And they don't like archery never makes its way into my act. You know, like yoga doesn't make its way into my act, but doing those things that I suck at, it helps. Knowing that you can achieve a certain level of excellence, whether it's at martial arts or anything you're doing. If you do know what that feeling is like when you've worked for years and years and years and you've achieved this certain level of excellence, it's very unusual. You realize like, oh, that could be achieved in other venues. You just have to find the venue, apply the discipline, and that's where you get so much more benefit out of a struggle that you choose to embark in versus a struggle that life throws upon you. And I think the more you choose to embark in these struggles, these especially physical and mental struggles, because I consider both martial arts, yoga, and actually even trail running, I've considered the mental struggles as much as physical struggles. Like, because I could stop anytime I want. I'm halfway up the hill, I can go, this.
Yep.
This, I'm walking the rest of the way.
Yep.
Call my dog over, put him on the leash. I'm like, we're walking, buddy. You know?
Yeah.
But, or you could say, no, this is what I'm doing today. I have a very clear plan in front of me. My plan is we're doing 4 miles today. This is where we start. This is where we end. This is what we're doing. Man, the last 20 minutes of hot yoga is one of the most difficult things I ever do in my life. Because when I do yoga, one of the things that I do is I do it 100%. I don't half-ass it. So when I'm trying these poses, I am straining. I'm trying my best. And it is so hard that I've done a lot of yoga, but every time that class is about to start, I'm like, here we go. Because I know we're going into 90 minutes of suck, 90 minutes of 105 degrees suck. And I think that enduring something and building up that ability to endure things, that's also a very important mechanism that you could apply to everyday life. Like that, the mechanism of understanding how to endure. Because a lot of people are just running from discomfort. They're running from it. They're just avoiding it. It's so easy to. And like if you get distracted for a second, you're like, let me check my phone. You just start going through your phone and looking at bullshit, and you're just distracting yourself from the tiniest frustration of boredom. Just we don't get bored anymore. Or if we get bored for these tiny amounts of time, then you get distracted. So your distraction is eliminating your boredom. But the problem with that is like, there's certain thoughts that only come to you when you're thinking, when you don't have any input coming in. When we're constantly looking at our phones, the only input you're getting is input from other people. And sometimes that's good. Sometimes you get good stuff out of that. But it's like a diet of only fruit. Like, hey, you need some protein.
Yeah.
Like you need to get some other things in your diet. Yeah. And I think having discomfort in your diet, like having it as a regular part of your life, it minimizes the amount of other kinds of bullshit that you create. Get out there and hustle, mother. Get out there and hustle. It's important. It's important not just for success. It's important for your head. It's important for your friendships. It's important for your life.